Damn, Evercade, I thought we used to be cool, man. You guys sent out a embargoed press release 5 minutes before the embargo is up. I know what that means. It means there were other people who are more important to you that you wanted to give, the heads up. But not little old me over here. You guys don't like me anymore. You don't trust me anymore. That's all right. I still like Evercade. But there's a couple things I want to talk about today. They announced some new hardware. Not really new. And that's part of the controversy here. The VSR and the EXP-R. I have a feeling I understand what's going on here. And it's probably a few reasons. So this new hardware is coming out, I believe, in July. We'll look at some more of the information in a moment. And some of my thoughts on other things that I wish other companies were doing similar to Evercade. But my thought here is one, the EXP-R, the handheld, is going to ship with no games built into it. So no Capcom games. So one of my thoughts is that Capcom license has expired. Most likely true. But then my other thought too is have their hardware sales dipped? Because the VSR doesn't seem like there's anything different going on here other than it's just a different color scheme, right? It is a new bundle. Like, it's going to come with a cartridge, both of these supposedly. But, I mean, they have a little bit more information here, but not specifics on what cartridge it's coming with. We'll look at all that in a second here. But I do like this color scheme because after I got the Atomic Edition VS, I was like, yeah, the white one just looks cheap, man. So, okay, a refresh of the color scheme, unifying everything, great. But I feel like their sales have probably dipped a bit, and people just aren't buying the hardware as much anymore. So it was like, hey, we got to refresh this-ish, get these crazy collectors buying new variants of the console type of thing. The got to collect them all crowd, because these guys, they're brilliant, man. The people at Blaze, Evercade, the way they've done this with the numbering system on the cartridges, people go, like, they got to have every single release, even if they don't give a crap about the games. I'm not like that. I do have a sizable collection of Evercade games, but I've only kept the ones that I really like, right? So I'm looking at them now. I have a shelf full of, Evercade games. I do play my Evercade. I'm not just somebody who gets the stuff and doesn't mess with it. But, yeah, so I think maybe sales are dwindling down. They want to do a refresh to get people, talking about it again, more interested, buying consoles again, and the licensing for the Capcom stuff. But let's take a quick look at some of this information. So both of these are supposed to be $100. So they did lower the price. That tells you something. They didn't keep the same price point. They lowered it. $100 right here. Bam. Color scheme looks cool. They're going to include a game, one of the new Giga Carts. I believe it says somewhere, using our new Giga Cart. It says right here, the EXP-R will come with USB-C charge cable and also one Evercade cartridge collection bundled using our new Giga Cart format to be announced shortly. It's priced much lower now. The EXP-R is going to be $99.99, and then whatever these other currencies are with these squiggly lines. All right, don't hate me. I just know this sign right here. That's $99 US dollar, $100, dude. So the Giga Cart, the only one I know of is that Tomb Raider one that popped up on Amazon. But we'll have to see what other one they're going to announce. Have my doubts that Tomb Raider will come bundled with this, but we'll have to wait and see. They're going to put up pre-orders at the end of April, so 2 weeks away. So we'll know by then. They're not going to take pre-orders without the information being out there, right? So key differences between the R and the EXP. The conclusion, I didn't read all this, so yeah, I guess it's correct that the 18 built-in titles from Capcom, their licensing agreement's over. So, bam. That's pretty much it. Like, that's the only thing that changed. Oh, no, there is another change. The pointless mini HDMI has been removed. And, I don't like plugging in a handheld to a TV. Maybe some people did. So, me saying it's pointless to me. But they removed that because maybe people weren't using it. And maybe they don't want you to buy this as your only Evercade console. They want you to buy the VS as well, right? Makes sense. So, yeah, there's a couple little changes, but nothing major, in my opinion, other than the games being removed. And then the VSR, this charcoal gray with turquoise, and I'm telling you, man, the Atomic Edition with the color scheme, it looks great, dude. The white plastic versus these darker plastics just looks cheap as all hell. Like, the Atomic one with the grayish color, it looks more premium, so kind of makes like, you know, yeah, it's going to look cool, I think. But here we go. The VSR still features dual cart slot, USB ports, 1080p resolution. Console firmware now includes the option for the screen rotation, the vertical screen rotation, which means if your monitor and television supports it, you could, you know, bam, boom. So that's just a firmware thing. Including the VSR is one controller, one micro USB power cable. Couldn't do USB-C, mofos. Could have changed that, right? One HDMI cable and one cartridge collection using the Giga Cart format, which will be announced later this month. $100, $100. There you go. Bam. Why is it like this is $100, but then these $89.99? What did this other one say? Why is there a? Why is the spread so weird? Okay, whatever. It's $100 in the U.S. That's all I care about. And then they have this grip for the handheld. Do they have a picture of it? I know I saw a picture somewhere, but there's a grip for $20, a little plastic grip. So yeah, a little refresh action, maybe due to dwindling sales, partly due to that, maybe just console side people buy the cartridges, you know, but maybe interest in, you know, you gotta have refresh, you gotta have, you know, new additions, I guess. So I'm not hating on that, you know, but there's not much really going on here. Like the EXP-R is a downgrade. The VSR is the same damn thing, just a different color. Love it or hate it. This comes out in like July. Pre-orders go up in a couple weeks. Cool color scheme, but not much else. I wish, and I'm just going to real quick say this. I've been thinking about this for the longest time, but like a company like Nintendo, Sega, if they did something like this, dude, Nintendo, when they put out the Super Nintendo Classic, the NES Classic, I was talking about like, I wish they would have made this with the Virtual Console. Like, you can sign in, it has online, wouldn't have been that expensive to put a little Wi-Fi chip in that bitch, and then you could buy games, you know, right? I mean, cool. You could, any game that plays in for the most part, the Evercade, like, it's emulation. You could play these games anywhere for free on other consoles, pay for them. I don't really care. Nintendo's the same thing. You could pay for Switch Online, play retro games that way, or you could download the games for free, play it on your computer, your laptop, your phone, your mom's Vibe. Doesn't freaking matter. I don't care. But there are a lot of people who like these types of products, and I am one of them. And I wish Nintendo would have done something like this. I think it would have been successful, but do they need to do something like that? Would it dip into their Switch Online sales? I don't think so, but like, man, if they did something, and maybe like little like even the Genesis Mini has a dummy cartridge slot. Boom. Sell the system with online, with storage built in, sell the stupid little cartridges. You could do like the Evercade, put like memory in it that actually contains the ROM, or you could do like Nintendo with the Amiibos, have RFID, it links up, it has that specific ID on there that will download that ROM. I think that would have been badass, man. I would be all over that. Like, that's just money on the table. That I'm saying it, and I'm sure there'll be people out there that are like, fuck that, dude. Like, I just download my games for free. But I bet you, minus you, like, it would still sell like crazy. Like, Evercade has proven that this kind of thing can work. And I don't think they will ever get the biggest titles out there, like from Nintendo or Sega. I don't think, I mean, especially Nintendo. Sega's possible. I don't know. But I just have my doubts. Like, they've been, like, they don't just get the easy license stuff like they used to. Like Namco, all these fools back, like, they would license their stuff for everything, man. Everything. Like, and that's what the Evercade kind of started out with, but they've built up to where they've expanded so much, and they have a bigger reach with licensing, which is really cool, but I think there's still going to be a limit here. So other companies could still jump into this and do something similar. And I think a Nintendo or a Sega, it would be freaking awesome, man. I wish Nintendo would do this. I would line up, like, every release. Oh, Star Fox got re-released for the Super Nintendo. I can go buy a little tiny Super Nintendo cartridge and pop it into my little tiny Super Nintendo. Hell yeah. I wish, but I doubt it. That's it, man. That's the update. Best of luck to Evercade here. Give me a little more heads up on these things, man. Don't be hating on me. It's all good, man. It's all good. I appreciate you guys. Let me know what you think. Bye.